Alright everyone, welcome back to another Skylanders tier list video. This is our sixth one because we did the Trap Team villains as well. But we are here with the SuperChargers characters. We're gonna be ranking them from based off of three things. One is gonna be off of their design, how much I like their design, if I like it, if I don't like it. Second is gonna be how strong they felt, like how their moves kind of felt, and just kind of overall like how much I like them. So yeah, if they're strong, very good design, and have a good move set, they're gonna be S tier. But that can change depending on the character. So yeah, we'll just get to ranking. First off, we have Hurricane Jetvac. Hurricane Jetvac, honestly, I kind of like regular Jetvac. Not too big of a fan. I can't remember what I ranked regular Jetvac. But I'm not. I mean, like for this one's design, I feel like they try to make it cleaner, make it look better. But I like regular Jetvac's design better just because it's kind of more nostalgic. But I feel like this move set isn't too bad. It still feels very like similar to the original. I'm gonna put him into B tier. I didn't mind it. It wasn't too bad. Next we have Stormblade. Stormblade honestly felt really good. Its attacks, like its main attack, felt really fast. Its what was its A attack? It did like a little barrel roll kind of thingy and spun towards the enemy. And then its other attack was it's jumped up and then down. That was not a good explanation. I'm gonna put her into A tier. I feel like Stormblade's definitely felt very good. I just feel like the only thing that really held them back was I'm not too big of a fan of the design. It's not one of my favorites. But overall, very strong character. Next up, we have Nightfall, I believe his name is. I really liked the design of this. I I thought it was so cool. Its moveset, on the other hand, was not a big fan of that. I feel like its primary attack was good. Its secondary attack, I had absolutely no clue what I was supposed to do with it. I didn't know. I might have been using it wrong. I don't know, but it definitely did not feel that good. Um, but I'll put him into B tier. I really like design, and its main move felt alright. Next up we have Smash Hit. Smash Hit is just a really good character. I really love characters where they have like two sets of move sets. You've got like their main sets of move sets. You like do something, switch them in like a different form or something, different mode, and then they have a different move set. That is how Smash Hit is. You have his like move set where his boulder is attached. You can swing your boulder around, and then you can slam it on the ground, or you have and then if you press X on Wii U, you can send the boulder kind of like on the ground as like a little, it spins in a circle where it is, and then you can use chain attacks. One is a stronger chain that moves slower but does pretty decent damage, and then the other chain is really fast but it does less damage. I think he is an S tier character, to be honest. And then also cherry on the cake, I don't know if that's the expression, but dude, voiced by the voice actor of Donatello from the 2012 Ninja Turtle series, and then he also voiced Raphael in one of the Ninja Turtle series as well. Icing on the cake. I think that's what I was trying to say earlier. But yeah, such a good character. I love Smash Hit. And then his design is just great. I love it. Next up, we have Sharpshooter Terrafin, I believe it is. I'm honestly not too big of a fan of this just because of the fact that like I feel like he's too different from regular Terrafin. Like I'm not mad about Jetpack because it's similar, right? He's still meant to be long range. He's still got similar moves to what he had before. So that's not bad. But I don't like the fact that that they wouldn't just have new characters. Instead, they brought back old characters and made them have a different moveset. Like, uh, I don't know. I mean, overall though, he felt all right. Like, I'm gonna put him in B tier. Like, obviously it's Terrafin. I like his design. His underground move, it was similar to his old underground move, but then his shooting attack, I mean, it's different. It's not bad, but it's different. So he's going into B tier. Next up we have Lava Lance Eruptor. To be honest, I like close range Skylanders, right? I did not like Lava Lance Eruptor though. He just felt so odd to play with. I just feel like it wasn't really great. I feel like he could be C tier, but just cuz he's a Eruptor, I want to put him B tier. Ooh, decisions. I think we're going to put him into C tier. I just wasn't really a big fan of his moveset overall. Next up, we have Spitfire. Spitfire is such a great character. I personally, when I first got the Skylanders SuperChargers game, I got SuperChargers Racing, and for the Wii. Was not happy about that because you can't play the story. What's the point of having a Skylanders game if you can't play the story and it just be a Mario Kart game? Like, I didn't like that. So I never got Spitfire. I had Hammer Slam Bowser, um, and Super Shot Stealth Elf. But I honestly, such a good character. Um, he's definitely S tier. He is so good. Like, definitely a great character. Next up, we have Super Shot Stealth Elf. Just mentioned Super Shot Stealth Elf. I believe they are in every single starter pack, if I'm not mistaken. I could very well be mistaken. I remember her being in the starter pack for Superchargers Racing. I believe she was in other starter packs as well. I don't know if she was in every single starter pack, but she was definitely in regular, like the Superchargers Racing starter pack. But I feel like at first when you don't have her upgraded, her second attack where she like kind of like how regular Stealth Elf is when she goes into her mode where she's just her eyeballs, it feels so useless because she puts down this turret that does absolutely nothing. But once you upgrade that to where it starts actually attacking, it feels like it's good. Like, it feels like a good attack. And then her main attack, honestly, not bad. It felt like it did a good amount of damage. I'm going to put her... I know I was saying earlier that I don't like when they mix up their moveset a lot. I'm putting her into A tier. She felt really solid. As soon as I upgraded that turret attack, she felt so much better. Next up, we have Thrillipede. Thrillipede was honestly, he was all right. He threw these grenades, and then he went into he also just punched. Honestly, he was like a good mid-range to close-range fighter, I feel. He also had this attack where you could go into a cocoon, which honestly I didn't get to use it in battle. Before recording this video, I just upgraded my Thrillipede to that move. But honestly, from what I saw, it didn't seem too bad. It blocked moves, and it, like, when you got out of it, it did like a little blast radius kind of thing where it hit enemies around him. So I'm going to put him into B tier. I don't understand why I believe he's like $50 if you try and buy his figure. I don't understand that. That feels ridiculous. But next up we have Astro Blast. He is so incredibly slow it is ridiculous. So that's definitely gonna knock him down a bit. His design looks cool. He looks cool, but and then his moveset felt really good. He shot out these little crystal things, and then you also had like a regular shoot attack, and those shots ricocheted off the walls. And then if you'd shoot his little crystal thing that he shoots out, it would like anything below it would get damaged, and it felt really good. It was kind of like a shower in a way. It felt really good though. I'm gonna put him into B tier. I feel like both of the light and dark characters could have been very much better. Um, but oh well. Next up we have Big Bubble Pop Fizz, I believe it is. Whatever the new Pop Fizz is called. He honestly, I was surprised that he kept his beast mode, and then, well, I wasn't really surprised about that because that's kind of his main thing, but I was surprised about the fact that his beast mode looked the exact same. And then I don't think it was any different except for the fact that he didn't have like a limit, it seemed like. But yeah, I felt like I mean, he shot out these bubbles as well that kind of seemed like his potions, but they didn't break on impact. They would kind of like bounce off of people as well. I felt like he was very solid. He's going into A tier, definitely not a S tier. Just because of the fact that like, um, I don't know. I don't like the big old tuba on him. And then he, I didn't upgrade him. I don't think at all. But he didn't really use any potions besides the one that he drank to turn into the beast mode. I feel like he definitely would have if I would have upgraded him, but oh well. I didn't have enough money to before recording this video, so I didn't bother with it. Next up we have Splat. Splat, I don't know how I felt about her. She had like a regular melee attack. She would hit people with her brush, and then she would also slam the ground with, no, I think she would shoot out like paint. And she also would I think she did slam the ground with and shoot out like a dog kind of thing. I don't know. Overall, she was okay. I mean, I'm gonna put her into B tier. She didn't feel too great. I kind of like the fact though that like she was like there was paint after she attacked. I thought that was kind of a cool touch. But yeah, not bad, but not great. Next up we have High Volt. High Volt, honestly, I didn't get an this is kind of the same thing with Sharpshooter Terrafin. I didn't get an opportunity to play with his upgrade, but his upgrade seemed so good. So first off, his main attack, he would smack people with his big old stick. And then he also had his shield. I think it was the same thing as Thrillipede. Nobody could hit him while he's in this shield, and then it would do a little bit of a explosion kind of thing, or like a little blast radius kind of thing where anyone near him would get damaged. But his second attack seemed very good. You threw down his spear kind of thing, and then you can like move around it, and you felt so fast. Like, it was very good. It felt very good. I'm definitely putting him in A tier. His design as well is just pretty good. I mean, it's alright. I mean, I feel like that's kind of the main thing that's holding him back. I think his design's a little off, but overall it felt pretty good. Next up we have Double Dare Trigger Happy. He was all right. I think he's gonna go into A tier. Let's kind of I'm gonna explain his moves a little bit. He shot out like normal, his kind of normal shoot thing. And then he would kind of like anyone near him, he would hit this like up attack kind of thing, where like anyone near him would, these like little fire thingies would come out and shoot upwards. I don't know. I didn't really like the move too much. I mean, I feel like it's meant to take out groups of enemies, like be good against groups of enemies, but I don't know. It was all right. But yeah, I felt like he was okay. His I don't know. I don't know if I like the new design of his like racing suit, but it's not bad. Next up we have Fiesta. Fiesta, wasn't really a big fan of. His moves were like, he shot out these minions, and then he also had this he'd shoot out of this little horn kind of thingy. It it was okay. And then he also turned into this head. I don't know how I felt about that. It was okay. He can go into B tier. Next up we have Bone Bash Roller Brawl. That's what I'm gonna say. Her moves. I don't know. I definitely like regular Roller Brawl's moves over Bone Bash's. She had these little, like her little thingy things looked cool that she brought out. Um, but I don't know. I don't know how I felt about it. She can go into C tier, I guess. I think the only thing that's really saving her is her design. It looks cool. She didn't feel too different from regular rollerball, but I just feel like it was, I don't know. I didn't like it too much. Next up, we have this guy. His name is Dive Clops. That's what it is. It took me a sec. I believe, I've heard this a lot. I believe that he's like brothers or something with Eyebrawl, so that's some cool lore there. But that's not really gonna sway me on his moveset. But his moveset, very good. It felt very good. He shot out these missile kind of things, torpedo things. And then they left those little those water mine things. And then you would like kind of smack your head and then all of those would blow up and then also damage enemies nearby. I felt like that was a very good moveset. I'm gonna put him in the A tier. He's he's overall just pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Yeah. Next up we have Deep Dive Gilgrunt. I kind of forgot about him for a sec, so I didn't like refresh myself on his moves before I recorded this. So, I think I remember his moves. He shot out lightning. I remember that. He would shoot out lightning, and I think he stabbed people with his trident. I don't know. I didn't like it too much. I overall didn't like this design of him either. I'm gonna put him into D tier. It hurts because it's Gilgrunt, but it's not Gilgrunt. So I didn't really mess with it. But yeah, I forgot to refresh myself. I had like this is my first time I've refreshed myself with the characters before just like jumping into the tier list. It's definitely a good idea though, because I feel like most of these movesets I would have forgotten because I just like didn't I was switching out a lot just because of the chapters were a lot shorter, but like so I just switched out each chapter, and then there were the racing sections. In those sections I didn't get to play as Skylanders really. I just played as their vehicles. So I don't know, I felt like overall he wasn't the greatest. Next up we have Hammer Slam Bowser. He's another one that has two movesets, just like Smash Hit. His moveset, it felt pretty good. He shot out these Koopas, and you could either hit those shells with his hammer, or you could leave them alone, and they would turn into little Koopa like minion things. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, I felt like he felt pretty good. And then when he would go into his other form, he turned into like this fiery Bowser, and he would slash people or he would shoot out fire. So overall, a very good character. I felt he's kind of in between S tier and A tier. But I also kind of like to leave only 3 S tiers, like a max of 3 S tiers for these tier lists. But I don't know. I feel like he's definitely S tier worthy. And so is Donkey Kong. I'm gonna put him in S tier. I feel like both of the Nintendo characters were so well done. The only thing I don't care about this because I play on Nintendo consoles. The only like kind of issue I have with it though is that you can only play them on Nintendo consoles, which I don't care about because I play on Nintendo consoles for Skylanders games. So not a big deal for me, but for other people I definitely see that they might not enjoy that. But finally we have Donkey Kong. I already said he's S tier, so we're going to move him right into S tier immediately. Again, he has 2 movesets. That is automatically a plus for me. his main moveset, you punched and then you chuck barrel. You know what? Ooh, I might move him. I'm gonna move him to A tier because of this thing I'm gonna say. Okay, so he had he would punch and then he would have barrels, and then he also, I think he would throw chuck barrels at people, and I believe he also when in his main thing he would like have this barrel, like his kind of barrels that you would jump in and then it would shoot you out. That's kind of what it did. You jumped in it and it shot you out at a different, like somewhat close by, but like not it didn't feel like it had enough, like it wasn't far enough. But that's not a big deal. And then his second move set, the only issue I have about it is you have to hold Y in order to switch forms with, oh wait, no, with, wait, okay, because I remember him having these bongo attacks. He would hit his bongos, and that was his like upgrade attack, the one you would buy from the upgrade. I think you held down X to get to his shoot, the barrel that would shoot you out of it. And those are kind of the main things I have issues with, is you have to hold down for a decent amount of his attacks. You have to hold down X, you have to hold down Y in order to get these other attacks. But he is still really good. And then in his other form, you'd hold down Y, I believe it was, and then you could like kind of turn into this barrel that would roll forward and hit enemies, or you could I can't remember what the other one was. I think it was I think it might have been you stomp on the ground. But overall, he felt really good. My only issue with him was that some of his attacks you had to hold down the button for, which wasn't bad. I mean, his overall moveset was good, but those are kind of that's kind of my only issue with him. So that's why he got dinked down a little bit. But I think I've said this. Okay, let me screw you. I've said this before. It doesn't matter the order. Like these, I don't really have a specific order of like who's my favorite. Like it's not like this is number 1 out of 20. This is number 7 out of 20. Like that kind of thing. But I just want to put Donkey Kong here because he's right on. He's right on S tier. Like I just have that one issue with him. If they would have, I mean, it makes sense because like it's going to be hard to fit all of his moves in otherwise. But that's the only issue I really have with him. But overall, Skylander SuperChargers, I feel like there weren't really many bad characters, if any. Like, Gilgrunt still felt like a really good character. I just feel like compared to the others, he felt like the worst. But overall, Skylander SuperChargers has a very good cast. Definitely not my favorites design-wise. Like, it's kind of hard to get attached to someone like Fiesta or Splat. Diveclops, maybe not, but High Volt, Astro Blast, Nightfall. I mean, Nightfall's good. Stormblade, I feel like it's hard to get attached to those designs. I feel like they feel a little bit less like Skylanders in a way. Not really. I mean, Splat, I don't know. I don't like Splat's design too much. And then Fiesta, eh. But like overall, I feel like there are some pretty good characters. Definitely like a lot of them. I definitely feel that, especially putting Spitfire, probably one of the best, if not the best, in the starter pack, was a very good decision. I don't understand why they wouldn't do that with other Skylanders. Like they would put in other Skylanders games, they wouldn't put like as good of characters in the starter packs. Like a lot of people don't like Jetvac, for example, and then Cinder, I'm not a big fan of Cinder. Tree-Rex is good. He's debatably, I feel like in the community, he's a lot of people's favorite giants. If not, he's like up there. Like he's a good giant. So I mean, it depends. But like, Spitfire was definitely a very good choice to put into the starter pack. But yeah, that's kind of about all I have for today. Let me know in the comments, kind of what you would change about this, if anything. If you really like Deep Dive Guild Grunt, be like, hey, you're an idiot. Why would you put him so low? You don't know how to use this guy properly. And I would, if you go back and watch any of the tier list videos, definitely let me know how you play them, so I know that I'm just dumb and don't know how to play these guys. But yeah, let me know what you would change. I don't really, if you want to be all hostile in the comments like you're an idiot, you don't know how to play Thrillipede, then let me know. But yeah, anyways, that's about all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day or night, depending on where you are. And also, if you want to go check out the other Skylanders tier list videos, or if you like Skylanders content, I do stream Skylanders very often. So my Twitch will be down in the description if you want to go watch that. But yeah, anyways, see you all later. Bye, guys.